Then as for the last point that we'll take today, inshaAllah, which is again continues, point number 24, وَكُلُّ شَيْءٍ إِلَيْهِ فَقِيرٌ. And everything is totally dependent upon Him. Everything is totally dependent upon Him. Shaykh Fawzan said, so there is nothing that can possibly do without or be independent of Allah. No angel, nor any heaven, nor any earth, nor anyone from the jinn, nor anyone from mankind, nor any inanimate object, whether mountains or oceans. Everything is dependent upon Allah. Then he quotes the ayah, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسُ أَنْتُمُ الْفُقَرَاءُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ هُوَ الْغَنِيُّ الْحَمِيدُ. Surah Fatir, the 35th surah, ayah 15. With the explanation, O mankind, you are the ones who are needy and dependent upon Allah. And Allah, He is the one who is independent, the one deserving of all praise. Then Shaykh Fawzan said, so everything is dependent upon Him and not upon the awliya and not upon the heavens. Everything in the creation is dependent upon Allah, not dependent upon the awliya, beloved servants of Allah, and not dependent upon the heavens. And whoever says that the awliya, plural of wali, the beloved servants of Allah, righteous men, whoever says that these beloved servants of Allah, these beloved righteous men, they have power and ability which is different to human power and ability, and whoever says that they have some control of the creation and that they benefit and harm besides Allah, then this is a saying of the unbelievers and the mushriks. Whoever claims that they only are beloved servants of Allah, these people, whoever claims that they have control over over what's in the universe, they have power which is different to human power, they can bring harm and benefit besides Allah, and the Shaykh said, then this is the saying of the unbelievers and the mushriks. So the awliya, the beloved servants of Allah, and the messengers and the angels have no independence from Allah, and they cannot do anything without Him. And the Shaykh makes the final point. So this nullifies the worship of everything besides Allah, whether idols or other things. How can things which are themselves dependent be worshipped? Or how can you worship things which are themselves dependent upon Allah, and forget the one in whose hand is the ownership and mastery of everything? These people who worship others besides Allah, how can they do this? How can they worship things which are dependent upon Allah and forget the one, Allah, who is the owner and master of everything? Then he brings a nice little incident, a very nice little story here. He said, and for this reason, one of the scholars from the grave worshippers, he said to a common person from the people of Tawheed. So this is a conversation which occurred between a person who was a person of knowledge, but he was a grave worshipper, and just a common regular person, but he was a person of Tawheed. He said, this scholar from the grave worshippers said, you people say that the awliya, the beloved servants of Allah, they can't benefit and they can't bring harm. So he said, yes, We say that they don't benefit, they don't bring benefit, and they don't bring harm. So he, the grave worshipper, said, does not Allah the Most High say, and he tried to use an ayah in support of his grave worship. He said, does not Allah the Most High say, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ. Surah Ali Imran, the 3rd surah, ayah 169. This ayah the grave worshipper tried to use. He said, doesn't Allah say, the ayah with the meaning, do not consider those who are killed in Allah's cause as being dead. Rather they are alive, with their Lord, being given provision. So that grave worshipper tried to use this ayah, saying, look, these awliya, you think that you people, you say that they're dead, they've passed away, but the ayah makes it clear that they're alive with their Lord. In other words, that's why we worship them and we call upon them. He said, so this man who is only just a regular person, he say, يَرْزُقُونَ, they give provision. Did Allah say in the end of the ayah about these beloved ones of His who die? Did He say, يَرْزُقُونَ, they are given provision by Him? Or did He say, يَرْزُقُونَ, they give provision? So the man said, rather he said, يَرْزُقُونَ, they are given provision. So the man who is a common person, he said, in that case, I will ask the one who provides for them, and for me, I will ask the one who gives the provision, Allah. I will ask of Him only. The Shaykh said, so that person of knowledge was defeated in argument by the evidence of this common person, who was upon the correct natural disposition.